Hey everybody, so today I wanted to come on here and do a tutorial on this look, but this is not going to be like my normal chit chat get ready with me's. This is going to be kind of like a flashback video. So instead of just doing like a chit chat get ready with me where I talk about things I want to do or things I'm doing in the future or where I answer questions, this is going to be a flashback one where I have a vlog from when I was in Italy for New Year's Eve and the first of the year, and basically I wanted to go and kind of combine the two, so where I'm showing you how I got this kind of like makeup look, but then I'm also showing you what I got up to in Italy. So I hope you guys like this kind of like combined video. I find it to be a little bit more interesting than just like a plain vlog or like basically a slideshow, because I really wasn't talking much in my vlog. I didn't talk much at all. So at least this way you get kind of like a makeup tutorial on this look, which is a little different. You know, you don't have to do like a blue like pop of color anytime soon, but just to have it be different from my normal like makeup tutorials, I thought I would just add some pop of color in the inner corner and tell you guys how Italy was. So if you want to see how I achieved this makeup look and what I got up to the past week and a half, then keep watching. When we got into Italy, we didn't do anything on our first night. We just went out to dinner. Sadly, I really wasn't happy with the food that we ate when we were in Rome. I really didn't like most of it, and that's just upsetting, you know, because it's like you're in Rome, you think pizza, Italian food, you know, good stuff, and I really didn't have any good food when I was in Rome. Not even for New Year's. We went to like a restaurant where you get like a 5-course or 7-course meal or something, like a tasting menu, right? And I just wasn't obsessed with it. So we went to the Vatican, the Colosseum, and Colosseum first, then the Vatican, and that was really fun. And I guess the forum or whatever it's called, we went to like all that touristy stuff is what we ended up doing on the second and maybe the third or fourth day in Italy. So after seeing the Colosseum, we went shopping. I got so many amazing things, and so I was really excited about that. Then we had like a day where we just went and saw the Vatican and kind of toured around Rome, which was fun, you know. So the weather in Rome was actually amazing the whole entire week. I mean, obviously it was cold, but it wasn't miserable. It wasn't rainy. It was just kind of cold, but still pretty nice. So that was really great. Funny enough, the best food that I had when I was in Rome was food that we bought off of Uber Eats. So then on the fourth day, like I said, we went to the Vatican, and we also went to, it's a fountain. It's a really famous fountain, and I don't remember the name of the fountain for the life of me, but here's a picture. So we went there. That was great. You know, I actually don't know if I threw a coin in, because it was like a situation where the tour guide was like, oh, you can throw a coin in, but if you throw a coin in, then you have to come back. And I was like, I'm not throwing a coin in here. That was like, and then I knew that sounded kind of jacked up, so I ended up I think I threw a coin in. But I was just kind of over touristy sightseeing stuff by the fourth day, so I was really happy that we were done with it, with all the Vatican stuff, because I'm not very religious, guys, so I could care less about like a lot of the stuff, but it was pretty. I'll give it to them. I'll give it that. It was pretty. So then we, on the last day in Rome, had a cooking class, and the cooking class was so good. Definitely, probably, other than the Uber Eats that we ordered, the cooking class was the next best food that I had when I was in Rome, because we made it. And we made a broccoli kind of fettuccine pasta. We made our own like pasta noodles, and then we also made a tomato sauce that was so good, and I'm definitely gonna do that again. And we kind of walked around, went to the market, picked up the food, saw the food that we were gonna be using when we were cooking, then drove back to the cooking class, had the cooking class. The person who taught the cooking class, his name was Giuseppe, and he was amazing. And just had a really, really good time. I loved it. So I would definitely recommend going to this cooking class if you'll be in Rome and you like cooking. I had the greatest time. We made tiramisu, 2 times the pasta, and had a lot of champagne, and what else did we, or Prosecco, not champagne, but Prosecco. And what else? Oh, stuffed artichokes, and that's all I can remember right now. So, but it was amazing, an amazing time, and the class was so good, and I really loved it. Okay guys, so after the cooking class, what did we do? We took the train. So we took the train from Rome to Florence, and I'm just gonna have to say it now, I love Florence. I preferred it over Rome. The shopping in Rome was better, but Florence was just so beautiful, and I could totally spend like a month there, like easy. Laura Mercier concealer, and maybe some of my Estee Lauder concealer as well under the eye, and basically all over my face. So when we got to Florence, we went to our hotel. We stayed at the Hotel Savoy, which is like the sister hotel to Hotel de Russi, and I really loved it. I thought the hotel was super cute. I feel like in terms of the room that we had, I didn't really show you guys the room because I will get into why I don't have a lot of footage and why we're doing this type of video, but the hotel was basically completely furnished by Emilio Pucci furniture and pillows and chandeliers, and it was just gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. So I really, really liked that. It was super, super beautiful. I loved it. But what happened in Florence was really upsetting because this video was probably going to have a lot more video footage of what I was doing in Rome and a little bit of what we did on the first and second day in Florence. However, on the second night, basically the day before we were supposed to leave, all of my memory card footage got erased off of my memory card because my computer decided that it was going to die, and then I turned my computer off, turned it back on, and realized that my memory card had been wiped completely clean. So it had nothing. I had a makeup tutorial, get ready with me, 3-in-1, getting ready with me on the day that we went to the Vatican. That was super cute, pretty pops of color of orange in the inner corner. and just like a full nice outfit so you guys could see like my outfit and how I did my hair, and it all got erased. So in order to give you something interesting to see, instead of just giving you a slideshow of pictures that I had on my phone, I decided that I was going to do this kind of like tutorial type of video. Instead of just doing a voiceover, I would just go ahead and you would at least get to see like a makeup tutorial and kind of like flashback footage of what we did in Italy. So I hope this makes up for me losing all my footage, but I was super upset about it, and there's really nothing I could have done about it because the computer like completely died. So going to Florence was amazing. On the second day, basically the first full day we had in Florence, we went to museums. We just had a full day going to museums. We actually had the most amazing tour guide in Florence. Her name's Agnes, and she's an olive oil maker and a tour guide, and she is absolutely amazing. I loved her personality. I thought she was just so fun, and we ended up following each other on Instagram. So I really like her, and I would totally want to go back to Florence and have her as a tour guide any day because she was fantastic. So after we got done hanging out with Agnes and touring places, which was super fun, we kind of went back to the hotel and like chilled out, and I think we walked around for a little bit, got some food, and that was basically our night. And that is basically the night where all of my footage got deleted. I'm not going to dwell on it, but whatever. I just wish you guys could have seen the makeup tutorial that I had. So I'm basically taking a pop of color, taking the Jeffree Star Thirsty palette in the shade Submerge, putting it in my inner corner and a little bit underneath my eye, and then going over top of that with this P. Louise eyeshadow base. And this is just in Banging Blue, and I'm kind of putting it on top, and then I'm going to go over that color, and then I'm going to just set this color with more blue to make it even brighter. So that is what we got going on, and then we're gonna add a little bit more of like a neutral brown just in this part right here to blend out and have it not look so like awkward, like because there's nothing else there. But yeah, that's what we're doing. So on the last full day in Florence, we had a super eventful day, and I absolutely loved it. So we started off the day by basically going to Tuscany, or the Chianti wine region, and it was amazing. We had a whole bunch of different wine, Prosecco, white wine, 2 different types of really nice dry reds, one that had like a really like nice cherry like taste, and then like a peppery aftertaste.
Very young boys, 2015, 2016.
Yeah, these are the good ones.
Yes,
exactly. 1970.
If you go back to the 80s, 86, 1997, these are models that right now are outstanding.
It was really nice. And then the last couple ones, there was like a dessert wine, which was okay. It's way too strong for me personally. And then like we tried their balsamic vinegar, which is like aged for 15 to 25 years. So we tried the 20-year one and the 15-year one of the balsamic vinegar. And what else did we do? We ate some really nice pasta. So again, the food that we had there, I really liked. I had just mushroom pasta with olive oil, and I love their olive oil so much, you guys. Like I brought a bottle of olive oil. I brought a bottle of their olive oil home with me, And then I ended up buying another one with the rest of the wine that we bought. That's going to be here in like a few weeks. But their olive oil, something about it was just so different and so yummy. I literally was like, I could drink this stuff. It was insane. It's so good.
From this moment, all the bottles we taste, they are guaranteed for the first 15 years of maturation. In the nose is flowery and fruity. Typically you get the violet in the nose, in the mouth black cherry, close with light peppery finish. In the future this will be smoother, more complex, richer. So right now, as a baby boy, it's not the perfect wine for having by itself, maybe in front of a fireplace, or it's better the Super Tuscan if it's young.
The last part of the wine tasting.
And then after we left, because that was just a really nice wine tasting, I would recommend you do it. Especially, I mean, I don't care what time of year you do it, but I feel like winter and spring it's not going to be so packed, which is true. Then we went to a village, and I don't remember the name of the village. I just remember that like it was such a cute village, and that it had like a couple like really tall towers that they were kind of famous for. And it also had some gelato that had won like a world award for best gelato like 3 or 4 years in a row. So we had that. The gelato was okay. Was it the best? I don't know if I can say that it was the best, but I thought it was okay. And this is the P. Louise eyeshadow base on my hand. Just kind of taking a little bit of that and going to intensify this color on this eye so it looks more like that. But we kind of toured around, like our driver took us to a few different areas. So then when we went back to Florence, we ended up going just a few areas like of town, like kind of like the area where the David used to be before they put it in the museum. We went to that section of town where it's kind of like there's a Chanel store, there's the Gucci Gardens, and then there's like a whole bunch of like statues and stuff like that. So I really wanted to go to the Gucci Gardens. One of you guys actually had messaged me on Instagram, and it was like, if you're in Florence, you have to go to the Gucci Gardens. And I was so happy you guys had said that, because I didn't know what it was, and I probably wouldn't have gone had somebody like not messaged me telling me, hey, you should go. So we went there, and it was absolutely beautiful. And I will start describing it as soon as I finish wiping the stuff off my face. So I decided to go in with this color right here, and it's called Snatched, and it's a very shimmery shade. I don't know if you should be able to see that. And I am going to be putting that in that empty space right there. So I just went ahead, put these lashes on. These are Huda Beauty Samantha lashes, which is basically like the only lashes that I really wear nowadays, until I'm able to get eyelash extensions one day in the future. And so as we're talking about the last little bits of Florence before I had to come home, I'm gonna be applying these two highlighters. This is Tom Ford Moonlight 01, only applying the very top one that you guys are seeing. And then I'm going to be applying the bronzy shade in like the top right corner and combining these all over my face. After we got done looking at like just walking around and just sightseeing a little bit more, we went to the Gucci Gardens, and apparently this is just like kind of like a Gucci museum talking about the past and presence of Gucci. In the store there are certain items you can get like exclusively only like in Florence. Like you won't be able to buy them online, you can only get them at the Gucci Gardens.
Okay, I'm happy. It's the one I wanted.
So we went and walked around the museum section, which I thought was pretty nice. It wasn't like the most amazing museum I've ever been to, but they were actually renovating a couple of different rooms when I was there. So I'm sure if you plan on going in the next couple of months, it'll be a lot more to see than what I saw.
This looks like
So we had the most amazing tasting menu at that place. I loved every single thing. The only thing that I wasn't really obsessed with was the I think it was cow tongue or beef tongue. It was odd. I mean, I had beef cheek like for New Year's Eve, and it's just like a weird taste, and there's like a really fatty meat, but it's really tender. So if you ever have beef tongue or beef cheek, it's really tender and it tastes pretty good, but it's like a lot of fat that you have to go like push out of the way unless you like eating that part of the meat. But other than that, everything was so amazing, and I was super happy that I got to go and eat there.
Oh, look at this. How cute is this? I like this thing. This is different.
I know you guys are super sick of seeing the same lip from me, but I'm sorry. In 2019, the most I'm gonna change my lip is like probably doing like a few darker lips than you normally see, but this is my tried and true lip color. So yeah, basically the trip to Italy, Rome and Florence, was so nice. I was so happy to be able to be there for the first time in Italy. 2019, I told myself a couple months ago, was going to be kind of like the year of Italy for me. So I will be going back to Italy for my birthday, but this time I'll be going to the Amalfi Coast, the Amalfi Coast, Positano, and possibly Capri for my birthday in April. So I was really happy to just be able to go to Italy, get like a little taste of it, and then like now in a couple months go back to a different section of Italy. But for sure, if I ever go back to Italy, I will definitely probably go back to Florence before I go back to Rome, if that makes sense. Like I much preferred Florence and Tuscany over Rome. I felt like they were smaller. Florence is obviously a smaller city, but Tuscany is just like more like countryside, calmer. I don't know, for me it was more aesthetically pleasing to look at. So I hope you guys like this type of flashback get ready with me video. If you want to see other videos like this, I will do that. But if you want to see more in the moment travel vlogs, hopefully next time my memory card won't get erased. So anyways, hope you guys like this look. I know it's like a bit different, but with the colors and stuff, but I like it. That's the main reason I like it. Anyways guys, thanks so much for watching. If you have any requests for makeup tutorials, for bright color tutorials, DM me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is always linked below. But hopefully you like this video. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll talk to you guys later.